Hello, my name is Anita Francis. I am second year postgraduate student of St. Albert's College, Ernakulam. Today, I am here for my presentation on the topic Text and Campaign, a study of women portrayed in selected advertisements. So, let's know more about the topic. Let me share my screen. The topic is Text and Campaign, a study of women portrayed in selected advertisements. What is advertisement? Let me ask you something. What comes to your mind when you decide to buy a product? Let it be anything. What makes you buy that particular product? It's because of advertisement or ads, right? So, ads influence us a lot. Let's know more about advertisements. So, advertisement is one of the major weapon or tool used by various brands to gain popularity for their product. We see ads in almost all social medias. Earlier, we could only see ads through newspapers, flex, posters, or television. But now, ads are seen everywhere in most of all the social medias like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, etc. Is advertising free? No, advertising is always paid for and it is not free. So, for showing ads, these brands have to pay a high amount of money to the channels. Now, about advertising. Advertising can be defined as a mass communication of information intended to persuade buyers so as to maximize the product in industry and marketing. It can also be defined as any form of non personal presentation of goods, services, or ideas for action, openly paid for by an identified sponsor. So, advertising is a mass communication of information. Its only purpose is to maximize the profit in industry as well as marketing. So there will be an identified sponsor also. Advertising can be called a game that is played among five players. They are first one the advertisers, the advertising agencies, the supporting organization, the media, and the consumers. So let's know about the key elements in ads. There are six key elements. First one is any form. Advertising can take any of the following presentation. It could be sign, symbol, illustration, verbal message, etc. Advertising can be any form that best conveys the message. So advertisement can be in any form. Its only purpose is to convey the message at its best. Second one, non personal. This phrase distinguishes advertising from personal selling, as advertising is an indirect way of conveying messages. So, advertising is non personal. Third one, good services or ideas. Advertising promotes good services and ideas. It also promotes person and parties, places and events, as well as institutions. Fourth one, for action. This phrase denotes the action oriented nature of advertising. Fifth one, paid for. As I said, advertising is always paid for and is not free. So it is distinguished from free publicity. Sixth one, by an identified sponsor. People or group who do not identify themselves do a lot of publicity and propagandas. In certain cases, it is manipulative and of malicious intent. Let's move on to the purpose and goals of advertising. First one is communication. Advertising transmits different types of marketing information and tries to match buyers and sellers in the marketplaces by using visual, word, music, drama, and lot of other things. That is communication. Second is marketing. It uses many tools to promote, which is also known as marketing communication. And advertising is one among them. Third is economic role. Helps the society to achieve abundance by informing and persuading people about products and services. Fourth one is social role. It informs us about new and improved products. Sometimes it tells us how to use a certain product. And fifth is improve sales. By winning back the lost consumers, advertising improves sales by announcing some insurance, new schemes, attractive packages, best quality of the products or services. Advertisement provides satisfaction. Seventh is sells lifestyle. Eighth is provide employment. Without advertising, products and services cannot be sold in sufficient quantities. Without sales, factories would close down, causing unemployment to many people. So it provides employment also. The ninth one is revenue for media. As we all know, almost all medias depend on advertising as a major revenue. The tenth one is influence of public opinion. It's a powerful instrument for motivating people in their opinion or action. Overt and covert messages. Ads are used in manipulating and unconsciously misleading the public. They often contain many messages to audience, some of which are obvious and others hidden. These are the purpose and goals of advertising. Now let's move on to the case studies. The case study that is attempted here is based on three categories of advertisements that represent women in stereotypical roles of caregivers, idealizing women as motherhood, objectification of women as sex or symbols. Third one is affirmation of androcentric attitudes of male dominance and woman compliance. Let's move on to the case study. Case study 1, Womanhood as Motherhood. This is the ad. Um, the ad says that their day made by mom. It's an ad of Nutella, and the overt message in it is the caption reads, Their day made by mom. The mother is depicted in stereotypical image of a caregiver who decides to buy what is best for their children despite the price of such luxury foods. Fulfillment here comes in form of rich, creamy chocolate spread. It is thus the best comfort food one can offer to one's children. The covert message in it is with the absence of a father, the message implied is the role played by a working woman who is confident, smart, and intelligent enough to substitute whatever is lacking with comfort food. So, this is case study 1. In this ad, we can see an image of a mother who is confident of her role and is traditional homemaker. The caption, Their day made by mom, declares that only a mother can grant fulfillment to her children. So, mother is depicted in this ad as a stereotypical image. That is case 1. And this is case study 2, Women as Sex Objects. This is the ad that says that all new 213 Lexus GS, the only car that can handle these curves. The overt messages. The message indicated in the picture is the marketing of a luxury accessory that will also confer specific and superior status upon buyers. There is also the possibility of earning a meta tag for success. The covert message. The the hidden message can be figured out from the striking features in the magnificent body of a young and sexy model. The detail of the car and its function are absent. Instead, the model is various reclining poses, and the apps indicated in the picture point out to the promise of viewing more of her pictures in an encouragement of voyeuristic attitudes. This kind of an advertisement is clearly aimed at male buyers and also reveals sexist approach towards commercial activities such as advertising and marketing. This is case study 2. We can see that in the ad, it reveals the marketing strategy of use or abuse of the female body to sell a product that has utility value. Ironically, we can say that the car is being sold not for its utility but for the curves. This is case study 2. And the final one is case study 3, male dominance and woman competence. This is the ad, and it says that it's a lot harder than it looks. Try living your husband's life for a day. You will know why he needs Dabar Chawanpars. Overt message. It's a man's job to change a tire. A man's job is harder than a woman's. Give him the nutritious supplement Dabar Chawanpras. It's the marketing of a food supplement which promises health and vitality. However, the product is placed on the right corner of the frame. The product on the smart, the product of the smart but struggling woman driver is highlighted above. Forward message. It can be recorded in the body language of Amitabh Bachchan. He points a finger. At whom? Obviously, at women vendors who decide the grocery items in the family and choices of food supplement. It's a man's world where all tough and complex problems, especially mechanical, can only be solved by them, thereby justifying the need for the special food. The curious onlooker, an elderly man, is probably amused at the sight of a struggling woman who cannot perform all difficult jobs that involve driving a vehicle. This is the ad, and the product and the subtext reinforcing the cultural reality of enhancing manhood by wonder food. We can say that this ad is clearly a central principle of misogyny. Most people are not surprised when an advertisement features women in charge. These particular modern advertisements encourage women to be better than men and challenge them in a way. In sociology, determinism has a negative connotation because it claims the superiority of the social structure over the individual. It means that free will of the individual matters less than the superstructures that surround it. It is clear that social change is dependent on technological change. Other factors such as universal education, improved health index among women in the third world countries, and finally the widespread communication systems, which is shrinking the vast world into a global village, have all contributed to the emerging voice of women speaking against sexism, gender bias, violence, and equal human rights. So, if we carefully analyze the current portrayal of women in ads, there are many interesting examples where brands not only empower women, also creating a strong identity for them. And this is a quite big change from what is shown in the past. In short, we can say that the world of advertisement is incomplete without women. Thank you.